I want to quickly talk to you about the cred.ai Visa card. This is a great card if you want to build or rebuild your credit. So the conversation is this fintech's credit card right for you? Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, we want to do an in-depth review of the cred.ai Visa card. The thing here is that before I even get into the nitty-gritty, let me just say three things. This technologically inclined card has no fees and interest. You want to get the card if you want to build your credit without paying any fees. You want to pick something else if you want to earn rewards on your purchases. And the third thing I want you to remember here is that you can apply with any credit score or with no credit history. So let's talk about cred.ai at a glance. So according to the company's mission statement, cred.ai is a high-tech and premium everyday card spending experience, 100% mobile with a free metal card. With a cred.ai guarantee, you never pay fees or interest, never overspend, build credit automatically, and spend your paycheck early with cutting-edge tech you can't get anywhere else. So that's pretty good in terms of marketing. I guess they've done a lot of they've spent a lot of time crafting that marketing message. But what is it really? After our analysis, we realized that once you strip the card from its fancy promotional descriptions, a technologically powered unraveled card with flux capacitor tools and stealth features, what you get is a very simple card designed for building credit or rebuilding credit. In particular, the cred.ai Visa card targets banking newcomers, millennials, and Generation Z Americans distrustful of the financial system. And the cred.ai team believes the reason for this distrust are high interest rates and spending borrowed money that can drag anyone into debt. So the card is, when you really think about it, the card is truly a unicorn in the sense that it works like a debit card. That is, you can spend only what you have, and it works like a credit card with its own algorithm that focuses on credit utilization instead of only timely payments. And we actually reached out to the cred.ai's team, and what they told us was that by having this duality of a debit card and credit card, cardholders are able to build or rebuild credit faster than using traditional credit cards. And other features include virtual cards you can safely use at the shady website. I will actually elaborate more on those. And you also have no fees and interest. But unlike more traditional credit cards, you don't get to earn any rewards on your purchases or earn a sign-up bonus. But this should be a solid trade-off if building or rebuilding your credit and avoiding credit card debt is your primary goal. So how do you apply for the cred.ai Visa card? It's very simple. You have to visit the cred.ai websites. They were actually in beta a few months ago, but now they're fully functional. So you go to the cred.ai website. You need to sign up by downloading the app on the App Store. You need to click Apply. You need to fill out the form with information like your name, address, and phone number. They just want to have the basic information here. It's nothing complicated, and you just click Submit. One thing I also need to mention here is that you need to download the App Store, which means what? This fintech company wants to be mobile first. So they're trying to really stay away from the whole desktop experience, and they want to really switch all their operations to a mobile environment. So you can't, you can go to the cred.ai website, you can see the website, but once you want to apply, you need to download the app in the App Store. Now, which credit score do you need to actually qualify for the cred.ai Visa card? No credit. This is why the card is really great for building or rebuilding credit, right? So you can apply with any credit score or with no credit history. And it's kind of interesting. So we actually did a little bit of digging to really kind of understand what bank was actually backing up the cred.ai Visa card. And we realized after research, we found out that the cred.ai Visa card is issued by Wilmington Savings Fund Society, the WSFS. So your funds are also FDIC insured up to $250,000. Okay, so this is the kind of idea you need to the takeaway you need to have here is that this is a mobile first Visa credit card. You need no credit. If you have bad credit, no credit, you are accepted. You have you have a card you have a metal card that acts as a debit card and is a credit card. Debit card because it's you only using the money, you have your own money. So cred.ai is not advancing any funds to you. You have no access to a credit line as you would in a traditional on a traditional credit card. And then you have a credit card because the algorithm focuses on credit utilization instead of only on timely payments. So those are the two areas you need to think about in terms of the attractiveness of this card before you apply for it. Speaking of cred.ai attractiveness, let's review quickly the benefits of this Visa card. You have several benefits, and we have found 6 compelling benefits for those who are willing to build or rebuild credit. First, you can build credit with a feature called Credit Optimizer. Cred.ai aims to help people with no credit to build or rebuild their credit score faster than they would with traditional cards. According to cred.ai, this is an AI-enabled algorithm that reports your credit utilization to credit bureaus and not just your payments like standard credit cards do. And you have no fees and interest rates on this card, so you will never pay an annual fee or any other fees and interest rates. And the way we understand this card is that you use your own funds deposited in your account, much like a debit card, and you don't get any credit line from the card issuer, as I just explained to you earlier. The issuer also issues in this case stealth cards, so you can actually create virtual cards for high risk online transactions and then close them to keep your account safe. You will receive a metal card, so the unicorn card is made out of metal, which gives it a premium feel, even though it's a basic card that you will use actually to build or rebuild credit. And you can start using your card right away. So once approved, you don't have to wait for the physical card to arrive in the mail, and you can use your virtual card to make purchases or add to your digital wallet ASAP. And you also have another benefits that we really love, and I will be speaking a little bit about that very soon. You have early access to your paycheck. And this is kind of cool. Why? Because if you are in a situation where having access to your funds is kind of critical and you have several financial emergencies to take care of, it's kind of cool to have early access to your paycheck. So with the cred.ai Visa card, you can access your paycheck and deposits 2 days before they land in your account. This is pretty cool. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I'm still reviewing here the pros and cons of the cred.ai Visa card, and I want to talk to you now about the features. So I've spoken to you, I've given you an overview. I've spoken to you about how to apply to the card and given you also a couple of benefits that you might want to think about. Now let's talk about the features. Again, one thing you have to think about the cred.ai Visa card is that you have a technologically inclined card that's issued by a fintech company. So everything here and the experience happens on mobile. It's a primarily mobile experience that you have to think about. And so there are a few features you need to know. So we have the flux capacitor. So this lets you access the spending power of future deposits and budget for future charges before they even happen. You have the stealth card. So you have special self-destructing cards for your shitty stuff, like giving your card information over the telephone if you visit weird websites or platform where you get weird. I'm not even getting to into the details here, but you know what I mean, right? And you have the cred optimizer. So the cred.ai automation makes you look like a credit rock star while you spend like you always have. And they also have another feature that we love. It's called Check Please. And this feature eliminates the embarrassment of getting your card declined for no reason at significant events, right? Think about it. Like, let's say you have an important business meeting, or let's say quote unquote crucial Tinder date, right? And you don't want to have you don't want to face the embarrassment of having your card declined at those moments. So the cred.ai Visa card has a great feature called Check Please to prevent that. You have the friend and foe, so transactions with merchants you love and trust get approved even faster when things go wrong, so your lights stay on even when your card is off. You have the instant deposit feature. I think that I just spoke about this before. So you deposit and access your funds instantly, and you never pay a fee or a surcharge to do so. And you have high security, and this is logical with a fintech's credit card, if you will. They have a high security mode, so you eliminate fraud by creating tiny self-expiring authorization windows on your physical card or stealth card. Let's now talk about the fees. The cred.ai deposit account and cred.ai services have absolutely no fees, as I've said before. Okay, and under the cred.ai guarantee, you'll never pay fees or interest on your unicorn card. This is very important because we've seen a lot of confusion, and so I just want to repeat it. The cred.ai deposit accounts and cred.ai services have absolutely no fees, and under the cred.ai guarantee, you will never pay any fees or interest on your unicorn card. The unicorn card is able to help build credit because it is a real credit card with 17.76% APR on purchases and 24.99% APR on cash advances. Okay. However, the cred.ai service manages your unicorn card payments automatically in the background according to the rules of the unicorn cardholder agreement to ensure you avoid being charged fees or interest. If the automated payment management fails for any reason, and you are charged interest or fees under the cred.ai guarantee found in the cred.ai services amendment to the deposit agreement that you agreed on when you apply for cred.ai, the company will cover that fee or interest charge on your behalf. Okay, and therefore with the cred.ai guarantee, you will never pay fees or interest on your cred.ai deposit accounts or unicorn card, guaranteed. And let's talk about the cred.ai Visa card customer service. Now, the customer service, unfortunately, there is no live person available. The whole experience, as I've said before, is conducted on mobile. You have access to an FAQ section so you can read all the frequently asked questions and the corresponding answers. You have an in-app chat, so you can actually contact customer service within the app through the chat feature. They have also social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as of the date of this show. And you can also contact the cred.ai team via email at help@cred.ai or support@cred.ai. And if available, because every unicorn card is different, if available, you can also call the number on the back of your unicorn card if it's available. So you might want to turn it, once you get the card, see if you have the number at the back of the card. If you do, then you are just you're lucky. All right, folks. So the bottom line here is that the cred.ai Visa card is the metal card designed for building or rebuilding credit and protecting your account from unauthorized access. You don't get to earn any rewards, but this is compensated with no interest or fees of any kind. And if this card is not right for you for any reasons, there are a lot of other cards out there that we have covered on other shows that will help you to build or rebuild credit. So in today's conversation, just kind of quickly recap here, I gave you an overview of cred.ai Visa card, how to apply for the cred.ai Visa card, the cred.ai Visa card benefits, the cred.ai Visa card features, the cred.ai Visa card fees, and the cred.ai Visa card customer service. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.